Hmm. Sick. Hmm. Oh, mushroom. I haven't tried mustard in a moment. Huh? Yeah. Higher beings. How about higher beings? Hmm. Here. Alright. What if we turn this into an anime? Because for like animatics, I'm gonna be uploading that to YouTube. I feel like this could be an anime. Yeah. I have 8 hours. Dang. Yeah, that could actually really work. That seems really cool. Gavin, your backstory. Warrior. You could probably be like originate from the Hive, the warrior planet universe. All So multiverse, I mean, so basically in the animatics, we're gonna be like jumping from universe to universe, and you could probably start as like a human who is granted higher ability, not even by a pale being, but higher than that. And you could start as like a leader of like on the Hive, multiverse, and because like a lot of the stuff, some of the animatics might take place on the Hive server. So it's gonna be like it's multiverse. We get to like different universes where you fight people and stuff. And basically, you could be like a leader on that server or a higher being of that server. And then you like join the group. Like I don't know. Drake goes through, and then Drake and Jackson meet up, and then you guys join that group, make a group. And then like maybe you guys could find Keegan. Like you guys could find his like robotic stuff or something. And then eventually you guys are like in like a forest or something. You're in like one of those forest servers, and I get chucked through. So basically, how I joined the group is basically I started as a leader of a Terraria server, a Terraria universe, and I like make an entire civilization. It's amazing. I become the leader. I help all of them. I defeat all the world evils and stuff. And then I go to rest after doing all this work. And then I get sent through a rift and chucked into a forest. I don't have any of my gear. I don't have my cloak. I'm just my original self. After I
Is this gonna be a sequel?
Timmy, this is gonna be the origins, basically. It's gonna be the
origins.
Of all our characters. In fact,
because I was gonna say if it's gonna be like if it's gonna take place like after the like could I have like more if it's gonna take place after the corruption since I've been cured, would I have like more power?
Well, okay, basically let me get to that. So after I get sent through the rift, I find myself in a forest and I run into Drake and Jackson. In fact, I could probably run into the entire group. And you guys help me up because you guys are being attacked at the moment, and you guys take me to where your base is. And then that's how I joined. Timmy, your backstory? No, basically, Jackson and Drake, they team up or something because they're lost or something. I don't know what their backstories are gonna be yet. But they end up going onto the Hive multiverse, and they end up meeting you on the Hive multiverse, and and you guys form a trio, and then like I don't know, Keegan's backstory happens, and then you guys go you guys go through a rift into a Minecraft universe, a normal Minecraft server or whatever universe, and then I end up falling through. That's actually a pretty good idea. Yeah, that could work. And then you guys break them out of the prison, and while like you're escaping, I guess, or something, I fall through a rift and run into you guys, basically. While you guys are running, you guys pick me up and help me, huh? Oh yeah, Vinyl Scratch. She's somebody who joined our servers really early on. She was a friend of my brother's. Huh? Nathan? Oh no, that's my brother. My older brother, Nathaniel. I abbreviated his name.
Wait, Ian, what's my backstory gonna be?
Oh, Timmy, you wanna know your
At
backstory?
least before the corruption happens, or
So
infection happens.
actually, Timmy, the infection, the way what happens is, Timmy, while you jump through a rift into our server, because we bring you through a rift, you end up getting knocked out, and you end up having this we can't find you for a while, and you end up going into this hallucinatory state, and basically that's when you get infected, because the infection, which, oh yeah, Gavin, I don't know if I told you this, after the fall of your realm.
Wait, Ian, you should be the one who would bring me
infection.
to the rift because you're the one who added me to the
Yeah.
to the group.
Yeah,
So I feel
Timmy.
like you should be the one who would bring me
Yeah,
into
Timmy.
this.
I'm thinking we could have like connections through my backstory. While I'm in the Terraria servers, we could run into each other, cause like
Yeah.
you could like walk pass through my universe, and we could run into each other. And then later, while the group's like going on the hive, you end up falling in, and I see you in like the midst of a crowd, and I end up helping you up, and I'm like, hey, you seem familiar, and then we recognize each other, and then I bring you into the group.
Yeah, from Pinewood.
Yeah, basically the infection starts with Gavin's trauma after the fall of his universe, and because Gavin, so you know what happened in your original realm. So basically, that was your universe. You were like the god of that universe, and you crafted it to like be perfect, and it was for a time. And then when it falls, it gives you like massive trauma or something, and it ends up like I don't know, like a nightmare being or something latches onto that trauma and creates a giant like an infection. And then when Timmy joins our one of our new realms, it spawns a mini infection that latches onto him. Cause the original infection is in your subconscious. It's more of a hallucinatory thing, but then it spawns in a physical infection to latch onto Timmy. I know this is all very convoluted, but yeah, Timmy, when you join, you end up getting infected when you go through the rift.
So basically, I just have been, so I originated from, Troya,
Yeah.
and,
It's also why your
ran to each
character looks
other.
the way he does normally. Like in you've seen the original.
Yeah, then, like,
drawing
we
I
both
made of
ran
your
into each
character?
other. I think so.
With Timmy,
Yeah.
you've seen the way you look in.
$2. I spent, 7 on, Clash Royale, because,
Hey, Timmy, get
there
Hollow
was
Knight.
a Arena 10. What?
Timmy, get Hollow Knight.
I can't get that. I cannot get that right now.
I know, but when you like get more money, get Hollow Knight. It's a good game. I could help you through it.
Like it did Jackson.
Yeah. Alright. Alright, so let's...
Wait, what would the rifts, wait, Ian, what would the rifts come from? Of like, where you bring me into
the
What?
rifts? That was actually an idea my brother Nathaniel came up with. So basically, well, my parents named us Nathaniel or Nathan, Ethan, and Ian. It all like, yeah. So, me? What do you mean? My middle name? No. No, Nathaniel, no, basically, Nathaniel, they called him Nathaniel, then my other brother, Ethan, and then me, Ian. But then Nathaniel, while in middle school, he shortened it, his friends shortened it to Nathan. That's how we call him Nathan sometimes.
Dude, it sucks how like I couldn't even go to track, but I mean, at least the inside of my mouth didn't hurt.
Whoa!
What?
Dude, shit. What are you talking about?
I had to go somewhere. That's why I wasn't at track.
Why did you say
After
the
school.
inside of... What happened to your mouth, though? Yeah.
What? What? A shot? A needle?
Oh, that's unfortunate.
You know the needle?
Did you go to the dentist? Did you go to the dentist?
Yep, Ian. Ian, you got it correct.
I mean, when you said your mouth, I immediately thought dentist, and then they thought something else.
I don't know. Yeah. Well, they put filling in my mouth, I think.
Honestly, yeah, I've never gotten a
Yeah, they put it in my on the right side of my mouth. Like last time it was on the left side, and today it was the right. Was this on the right side of my mouth?
Alright. I haven't had a cavity at all. I haven't had a cavity at all. Alright, alright. Also oh yeah, so Gavin, I made concept art for, Jordan and Santino. So, for Santino, he's gonna appear as the villain of, one of the animatics. It's gonna be the one where he, hacks and destroys, like, most of the town and kills everybody. Alright. Alright. See ya. Yeah, and in fact my mom's about telling me to go to bed. But I wanna continue, I wanna finish like talking about the animatic stuff. What do you need, Jordan? Alright. Yeah. Alright. Alright. So, Gavin, I just want to quickly explain. Alright, see ya. So basically for Santino's, his character has like a cyber type aesthetic because he's a hacker. And basically his weapon of choice is gauntlets. He has gauntlets with like spikes on them. And the animatic it's like stars in is gonna start off with Jackson waking up in his mansion, and he finds it on fire, so he ends up having to jump out the window and MOG. We're not gonna talk about the fact that he has a water bucket but doesn't use it to put out the flames. So he pulls out the sword. He pulls out his Excalibur because, unlike his armor and cloak, it's actually bound to him. It's not like a weapon he has to grab. Like most of our weapons are all bound to us. We actually can just pull it out of nowhere. So he jumps out the window, pulls out his Excalibur, and sees that Santino's destroying everything. So he runs to try and attack Santino. And Santino dodges to the side, and while Jackson's like still like recovering, he grabs the sword, spins it around, and stabs Jackson in the back. Jackson, when I told Jackson that, he was originally like, the sword's bound to me, so no one else can wield it. I'm like, he's a hacker. He's like, oh yeah. Use knives, I think. Either you either use knives or a spear sword.
Does that mean it's good or bad? I think you know the answer to that. Other improvements to the game are that we've removed all
Alright, Timmy, do you have any questions about? Hey, Tim. Do you have any questions about the lore?
You should add where does the rifts come from?
Yeah, the
I
rifts.
mentioned.
I was gonna explain that. My brother Nathaniel came up with the idea that for the pale beings, their universe started getting there was a war in their universe, and it started shaking the fabric of reality, which started causing rifts. Also, my brother Ethan was like kind of a scientist, experimenting with finding different universes and stuff. Yes, you're in the animatics too. In fact, he's actually one of the reasons why I get sent into I get thrown into the main story. Because he tries to get me out of the Terraria universe to reunite, but something goes wrong and sends me into the other universe.
Other universe? Is it like the
Minecraft
other?
universe.
Yeah. So I'm from the Troy universe, pretty much, right?
Yeah. So during the giant pale being war, it starts causing rifts to form. And in fact, what happens is,
and then like it was trying to get you back from the rift, and then like I came back with you, right?
Okay, let me get to that point. So, during the war, the pale beings end up getting killed off, and some refugees have to escape through rifts. I end up having to protect my brothers because they create a rift and have to go. And I end up having to protect them because we're being attacked by like nightmare creatures or something, which are the same creatures that caused the infection. But the nightmare creatures, while attacking us, knocked me into a different rift than my brothers, which sends me into an abyss, a void, and I end up merging. Part of it ends up merging with me and causing me to like. Gives me my special character stuff. So then after that, I fall out of the void and into a Terraria universe. Then eventually, while I'm building my civilization, it catches your eye and you end up visiting for a while, and we become good friends. Then you leave to go back to your universes, and later. After my story finishes up and I join the group, while we're going through like the Hive battle worlds, we're in like the
So
lobby.
I'm basically I'm also part of this. Well, is that what I do? Is that like when I go back to my universes?
Well, okay.
Is when
you end up so basically your thing is you start as a Terrarian. You start as a Terrarian, but you're like a stronger, higher being type Terrarian. And you end up, you create multiple civilizations. You don't take as much care of it as my character does. Yours, like, cause my character builds an entire, like, giant cities and stuff. Like, to keep them safe. And
mine's more like a basic village, right?
Yeah, yours are more like you have multiple universes you take care of going
Does it have the
through.
giant wall? I would laugh if it has a giant wall. Yes.
You have like different villages. You have like different villages and like you have like small like sections like houses and stuff. Well, my character has like just one universe with a giant city. You already knew about going through rifts more than I did because you had multiple. You used the rifts to get to your different universes.
If I was stuck in the Troy universe, why couldn't I just go through the rifts to get to the universes I need to be in?
That's what you do. Like in the Terraria universe, like universes, you have multiple worlds where you've built stuff. And
so basically, if it wasn't for me, who created the Terraria rifts, right?
No. More accurately, you studied the rifts, and you ended up you studied and found that there was a slight coordination between rifts. So you use that coordination to get from one of your universes to another. And you end up, so like, there's gonna be like an entire story. Like, you start off in one world, you start building a base, but then you get pulled through a rift into another universe where you help similar people and you make a similar base. Then you get pulled into another rift, and then you realize these rifts appear a lot, you just don't realize it. So then you
This
start
should be a
studying
YouTube
said
series
rifts.
or a book series.
It's gonna be a YouTube series.
That would be cool.
Yeah, so you end up studying them, and you find that, jumping through different rifts send you into different universes. And then you end up finding your original universe that you were in. And you find that they've fallen into poverty without you. So, you end up, fixing that civilization, maintaining it, and then you, decide to go through another rift that you think is going to send you into another world. And it actually does, proving your theory that you can actually control where you're going, as long as you recognize it. And then that you for a while you like maintain your worlds, and that like extends past like, then eventually you venture into one of my world, tell me about it, and then you leave after a while, and then eventually a stray rift sends you out of the Terraria section of the universes and into a Minecraft universe. That's where you find yourself in
And
a
then that's
hive.
when I joined the realm.
Yeah, you end up falling into the hive server.
Isn't that where like Jackson, Drake, and Gavin is?
Okay, so
Was
you actually, since you joined after like Ethan and Logan, it's gonna be all of us on Hive. Like me, like the original group is showing the new members the Hive universes, and you end up falling through into that Hive universe while we're there exploring, because there's gonna be tons of people. It's like we're in a crowd and we've all met up, and then you appear not so far off, so I make my way through the crowd and find you, and then I end up helping you up, and I introduce you to the rest of the group. And then we take you back to the main world after the Hive stuff ends.
Dude, I'm actually kind of curious of what happens after the corruption. So like, well, not corruption. I keep on confusing that with yeah, infections. You should probably make like an aftermath, which like part of it involves like what happens after the corruptions, once you're done with the origins.
Yeah, Timmy, after the well, I mean, okay, Timmy, the origins are gonna be way after all the stuff happens.
Mm-hmm.
Because in a true little Timmy level, due to that, other improvements to the game are that we've removed all semi-solids and other forms of decoration. Because in a true little Timmy level, the enemies are the decoration. We also prevent placing pipes directly into the ground, so now all pipes are naked pipes. There's also
I gotta
auto
go.
hidden block adder, which
Alright, see ya.
automatically places hidden blocks over